In this video, I'm going to show you how to set paddings and margins in desktop view and mobile view. So here I'm going to build 3 boxes, and you can see I have a row with 3 columns, and I have given background color to each of these columns. Now if I add an element into this, I am adding this heading here, and I'm calling it box 1. And then I'm going to do the same for rest of it, box 2. And this is going to be box 3. Now you can see after adding box 3, the row has taken the maximum height of an element, which is this heading element, but it doesn't look like a box anymore. In order to make it look like a box, I would need to add a bit of padding. So I select this box, and then I would go on to the right hand side and select the margins and padding, and I would add, for example, like a padding of 40 on top and padding of 40 on bottom. Now the whole row has taken the maximum height of the element in this rows. So it looks great. It looks like a box finally. And now if we go to the mobile view, only box 1 looks like the way we designed, because we did not add any padding to box 2 and 3. It is not getting the same row height from the first element in the row because they are all stacked vertically. So we will have to add padding for this as well. So I'm just going to add that quickly. Now if we go to mobile view, it all looks great, but the only issue is that they are stacked together. There is no space in between them. So let's try to add space here in between them. To add space between columns, what you need is a margin. So first select the column itself, and then you go find the margin. So here you can see there's a left and right margins. So that's where you need to add. In this case, I only need to add a right margin to this first column. I put like 20. So now you can see there's a gap in between these 2 columns. Now I select the second column and do the same. I add another 20 in here. So you can see now they have a nice little gap between each boxes. Now if we go back to our mobile view, they're still stacked together because we did not add any bottom margin to the box. So there are 2 ways to do it. We can go back here and add top margin, and it just goes a little bit. You can see there's a difference between these 2. But we don't really need to change the desktop view to add a margin on the mobile view. We can straight away go to mobile view and then add a bottom margin to the first column, like so, and add another margin to second box. Now you can see there is a nice little gap between each boxes. And when you go back, you would expect something changed here, but no, these are desktop specific and mobile specific settings. So it doesn't affect each other. So this setting is only applies to your desktop view, while if you click the mobile icon here, you can see this settings applies only to your mobile view. Now you can create any padding and margin adjustments independent of desktop and mobile view. So whatever you apply on mobile will not affect the desktop view, and whatever you apply on the desktop might not affect the mobile view. So you can create independent padding and margin settings for each of your elements and columns and rows. So that's all you need to know about setting paddings and margins in mobile and desktop view. I hope this is helpful to you. Happy designing.